Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching. It is Wednesday the 10th of July. Now as always, the site's kept free of charge by the adverts that you see around the screen, so when you come back and use the site and use the adverts, that's what keeps us free of charge, so thanks for doing that. Okay, so we kick off with the GFS today, and this is the chart for London. The red line here is the maximum temperature. You can see how during the next sort of 4 or 5 days we've got the peak of temperature coming through 26 and 27 degrees, but then the model's seeing a fall off in temperature into next week and then through the next 10 days, which takes us to about a 22 or 23 degree. That's probably looking about right, actually. I don't think we're going to have any real burning heat, but it will be dry, there will be plenty of sunshine, and with the west and northwesterly wind, the odd day could get up to 23, perhaps even 24 degrees, but plenty of dry weather around as well. Now the CFS is picking up on something quite interesting. This is the week 1 forecast from the CFS, and you see here these are the heights, the 500 millibar heights anomalies, and you can see here, look, we've got heights above normal stretching right the way across the Atlantic. Now when you get that kind of figure of 8 shape across the Atlantic, it's always indicative that high pressure in the anticyclone is probably here to stay for quite some time, and that's exactly what we've got here at week 1. High pressure probably centred within that sort of region there towards the northwest of Scotland if we look at the mean heights through the course of the week, although this will be drifting southwards during this week. But the overall story from that is that the high pressure continues to dominate. Now into week 2, this takes us up to the 22nd of July. Again, you see the heights above normal for the time of year, significantly above normal as well, and that again indicating that high pressure stays with us. And what else is interesting about this is, if you notice, look, this band of oranges and reds that almost circled the whole of the globe there. So we've got this high pressure pattern firmly entrenched almost around the whole of the hemisphere. On to week 3, this takes us from the 23rd of July through to the 29th of July. And again, you see there that we've still got this pattern taking shape. Look, you see this, almost this circular feature here around the hemisphere of higher than normal heights. So high pressure is in once again, and it's tending to keep the heights lower than normal around the pole area. So again, even through this period, pressure is staying higher than normal for the time of year. And look, we've got a trough here off towards the western parts of Portugal, indicating lower pressure there. So that's where our more unsettled weather has gone. This indicates more of an easterly flow starting to develop as well across the southern parts of the country, which I wouldn't be surprised to see, but I think generally we're in a north to northeasterly flow for most parts. So actually, it's still not going to be really hot. We're still just going to have warm temperatures, but it looks like the dry conditions are going to persist during that week. But then during week 4, look, this takes us up to the 5th of August. We're losing those higher than normal heights. And this is something the CFS has been trying to go with during the last few runs, where we're losing these heights during the final part of the forecast period. So it's trying to hint at going up. I'm reluctant to say unsettled into the beginning of August. It's just not quite as settled as it has been. So I think we'll go into more of a showery start to August. Probably most of the precipitation, again, northern and western parts of Scotland, and certainly lots of dry days further south. But these indications that we go into more showery conditions during that early part of the month. Although the Azores high, still stronger than normal, and you can see here those heights maintained above normal out in the Atlantic there. So indicating that if we do get a ridge building across the south of the UK, which we probably will, pressure probably 1 or 2 millibars above where it would be normally, and this is the reason why I'm saying southern parts of the UK could still be on the drier side. So that's the outlook. What about the next few days? Well, this is the chart for today. You've got a warm front that's just moving its way westwards at the moment today. A cold front, sorry, moving its way westwards today. That hasn't got much on it, just an area of cloud. So still dry conditions, but probably just cloudier than it has been. On to Thursday, and again high pressure's in control, dry conditions for all parts of the country on Thursday, plenty of sunshine around, just breezy here through the English Channel. On to Friday now, and high pressure still in control, although this little trough feature here moving through Scotland could just produce a few showers across Scotland, perhaps for Northern Ireland, and perhaps 1 or 2 across the Lake District as well, but for most it stays dry and we've got more sunshine. And then into Saturday, well, the high is retreating a little bit further towards the west. Still got this ridge in from the high, though, so conditions aren't going to be too bad. But I think what that high does is, as it pulls away, it lets more unstable air come southwards, and that could just produce a few showers across Wales, the Midlands, and parts of East Anglia. And then for Sunday, well, the ridge is maintained. You can see there pressures of above 1,020 across the south of the UK. So again, conditions should be largely fine here. I think plenty of sunshine too. Although the front close to northern Scotland, bringing some outbreaks of rain. And just incidentally, the jet stream by then is kind of running through this sort of area here. You can see it again north of the UK, which is why the south has got these fine conditions. And then finally, as we go into the early part of next week, cold front trying to come through again. We've got a trough at upper levels that kind of just sits through here during the course of the day on Monday. And what that does is it just allows one or two showers to develop across western Scotland, northern Scotland and the north of Ireland too. Although the south is going to be staying dry because that trough just doesn't affect the southern parts of the UK. So it stays dry there. So you can see lots of dry weather on the way. Yes, there will be one or two showers around, but the emphasis is still on the dry weather. So no real change on the way until it looks the early part of August. Although I'm still going to put this question mark over the 20th and 21st. That's still a date I think that we've got to watch. But more on that over the next day or so. But for now, thanks for watching weatherweb.net. Whatever you do, have a great day and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.